Take one, action.
Get up.
Good job, thank you.
Thank you. I guess we'll keep the fan running. Because you're the star.
You don't want too much perspiring on our super lame first day of summer.
Oh, you got bat wings on?
No, this isn't bat wings. This is called a handkerchief sleeve.
Oh, okay.
Yes, no wings.
I thought
But
they were called
but
bat
I am a
wings.
fairy princess.
Okay.
Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to Cjsketokitchen. If you are looking for home-style recipes made ketogenic, then you've come to the right channel. Because tonight we are making something very home-style. We are going to be making Salisbury Steak Casserole. So come along with me and let's get started. So Salisbury steak is very popular. In fact, I have a recipe already up on our channel for Salisbury steak that I made several years ago. But this is a deconstructed version in the form of a casserole, so it's a lot easier. There's no forming of patties and that kind of thing. And then of course everything will go into the oven to bake for a short amount of time. It only has a 20-minute baking time, so it can be on the table lickety-split. Let me show you what you're going to need. Okay, so I have preheated my oven to 400 degrees. So you are going to need 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I have 8 ounces of sliced mushrooms. I have about 1/4 of a chopped onion. I have my herb and seasoning blend. In here I have garlic powder, onion powder, Monterey steak seasoning. I have about 1 tablespoon of arrowroot powder to use as the thickener for our gravy. It is a gluten-free keto option. You could use xanthan gum also if you have more access to that. I'm going to be using Worcestershire sauce in here. A little bit of garlic, sea salt, and butter. You can use any kind of all-purpose seasoning. You need about 15 ounces of beef broth. You are also going to need 1 pound of cooked cauliflower, and I have a little video of how I did mine. I just ran mine through the blender with a little bit of butter and heavy cream and some seasoning. And we are going to be placing this cauliflower mash on top of our casserole before we bake it. You are also going to need some kind of casserole dish. If you wanted to do everything in a cast iron skillet or something like that, in oven-proof Dutch oven, you could also do that, but it does need to be something that can go in your oven because we are going to be baking this for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and add the onion and the mushroom into my ground beef so that they can start to soften. And you're going to want to let that cook for probably about 5 to 7 minutes. And you're just going to want to let your mushroom and onion get a little bit soft. So our vegetables have gone in and have started to soften, and now I'm going to go ahead and add our arrowroot powder and our herbs and spices and kind of coat our meat. And we are basically cooking the arrowroot powder a little bit to remove the taste. And then it's going to thicken our sauce when we add our broth. So you just want to cook that a little bit. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and add our broth in. And we are going to let that cook for a few minutes and thicken up. I'm also going to add my Worcestershire sauce in now. I'm also going to put in a little bit of my garlic seasoning powder. You can use whatever seasonings that you like. Turn this down and let it continue to simmer for a few minutes. So this burner in the front here is starting to lose its element. So it's gonna have to be repaired from the inside. My stove is about 6 years old, but this front burner on the left-hand side, the one that I use the most, is when I turn it on, like right now it's on 2 and it's flaming hot. So it's over hot. And so I have to be really careful not to burn things. So our sauce is getting thicker and starting to coat the meat. As you can see, it's starting to form like a gravy, which is what we want. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off my burner, and we'll get it put into our casserole dish. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put our meat and vegetable mixture into the casserole dish. And now I'm going to take the reserved cauliflower mash and I'm going to place it over the top. I'm just going to glob it in the center and probably smooth it around. And I'm not going to go all the way to the edges because I want my meat mixture to bubble a little bit over the top. That's going to give it some rustic charm. And it also allows the juices and steam to escape. Okay. So just a smooth around. And then this is going to go in for a ride in the oven for a short amount of time, only about 20 minutes at a fairly high temperature. We're going to do 400 degrees. For about 20 minutes, and that should make our cauliflower mash a little brown. Going in. See you in 20 minutes.
Okay, so this casserole, I don't get it. Why the cauliflower on top? Why is it Salisbury steak?
Well, traditionally, Salisbury steak is served with mashed potatoes. If you were to go to the grocery store and get a frozen dinner, Salisbury steak, it would come with mashed potatoes. So the closest thing to replicate that in a low-carb way is generally mashed cauliflower. So that's what I'm doing. So I like to broil my casseroles almost always at the end of cooking so that the top is nice and brown. So that's what I'm doing now. Well, what?
What are we waiting for?
For the top to get brown. Here we go. There it is, golden and bubbly. So, as always, with every casserole, I suggest that you let it sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes before you try and cut into it to let everything solidify. All right, here it is. There's the Salisbury Steak Casserole, and I am serving it with green beans, and it's what's for dinner, and we're gonna have a taste test.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, let's see how this looks. So, I'm not sure about this.
Thanks for letting everyone know that you're not sure about it.
Well, that's really good. Hey, I'm just being real. No, everything you make, I can only think of maybe on one hand.
When I tried to make those tortillas with pork rinds, that was like, I don't know, 9 years ago or something.
Yes, I can only think of maybe on one hand when you made something bad. This was really good. I think people will like it. I like it.
Good.
And I'm not even a big cauliflower mash fan.
Okay.
So I would think that that's mashed potatoes.
Okay, great.
So, and it's got the built-in gravy as
Yes.
part of it too.
Yes.
Good job, baby.
All right.
Thank you. And this
Thanks.
is an original casserole, right?
Yes, it is.
From the Casserole Queen.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
So, you've been doing this. We've been doing these videos for
7 years.
7 years. And what was your most memorable moment so far?
Most memorable moment. Wow. Probably when you wore that wig. That was very memorable. Very memorable. Yeah. 100%. Definitely.
I think my most memorable moment is when you convinced me that we needed to stand up in a chair.
Oh yes, all those early videos when you were like from outer space.
Well, that was your idea.
Yes, it was my idea.
I think you should stand up in the chair so I look smaller.
I look thinner when you're like 50 feet above the air.
Yeah, and I'm shooting from space.
Good times. And I think, remember we did a keto crate one time too with a video camera. Do you remember that? That was way back in the day, back in my apartment.
That's what we used the first time we did a video. It was
Yeah.
a video camera.
Yeah, and it was real orange. Everything was very orange. It was as orange as the keto crate box.